bright and powerful.
That is right. And what are we doing today?
We're doing another story challenge.
We are a year in the making, and here we go. Finally. You draw a topic, I'll draw a name.
Okay.
Well, based
Wait,
on
are
the
we
topic.
both using that same topic and that same name? Okay.
Or two names. I'll grab two just in case. Which topic?
You find out you live forever.
Okay. And our name is Chase Eagle.
Chase
Eagle.
Chase Eagle. New name.
I guess.
Thank God.
That's going back in there though. Jake Brown.
Jake Brown.
Okay, so we have Jake Brown, and you find out you live forever, right?
Yes.
Okay, and we will come back to you when our stories are written.
Boom, baby, I know what I'm doing.
And I do not.
I'm switching up our prompt just a tad bit, though.
What's your prompt now?
My prompt now is you find out your spouse lives forever.
Okay. And then I'll do the original one, that way you have two different perspectives.
Cool.
Adios for now. Okay. We have finished our stories, and we are ready to read them.
Maybe if I can find my notes.
If she finds her notes.
Here they are.
Do you want to go first?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, mine's rather long. It's like 9 paragraphs. But they're short. So, bear with me here. Life has always been normal for Jake Brown. He was now about 70 years old and time was fading fast. One day he was cleaning his basement and found some strange bottles. Jake decided to try one because it looked like pop. Jake took a sip and found it tasted nothing like pop, so he threw it away and moved on cleaning. A week later, Jake found he was sick to his stomach, so he thought he would go to the doctor and see what was going on. He told the doctor the situation and what he did. He still wasn't sure what he drank, but he knew it probably wasn't good. The doctor took some tests and told Jake that he would be in touch. A month had passed, and Jake still felt sick, so he gave the doctor another call. The doctor told him he needed to come in as soon as possible. The next day, Jake made his way back to the office. The doctor told him that something was seriously wrong with him, but he was unsure what. Okay, needless to say, Jake got no answers that day and left in disappointment. One day, Jake woke up and realized he had more energy than usual. He thought it odd, but didn't mind it, so he kept to himself and danced around the house doing whatever he wanted. He didn't live with anyone, so he had all the space to himself. He was told by the doctor that he couldn't be helped. Jake decided to stop seeing the doctor altogether because of this. He no longer felt sick, so he thought he was alright. Little did he know it would change his life. A few weeks later, Jake noticed he looked different. Almost younger, he thought. He kept watching his age dwindle, and when his birthday rolled around, his friends sang happy 50th birthday. Had he gone back in time? He doubted that, but something was off. He was 70, not 50. His friends were still all in their 70s, so why was he the only one getting younger? Another year rolled around, and his friends still called him 50. It appeared he never aged. He grew concerned. Maybe this had something to do with whatever it was he drank that night in the basement. He suddenly wished he had kept the bottle so he could test it. He may never know what it was. All he knew was that he wasn't aging, which meant he would never grow old and die. Over the years, he pieced together that he wasn't dying. Walking through an alley to get home one night, he was attacked and stabbed. The doctor told him it would probably be fatal, but he lived, and the scar soon disappeared. He knew this wasn't right. He may live forever. He wasn't aging, and nothing was killing him. He sought out a witch, and she told him he drank a powerful potion. When he asked why he was staying the same age, the witch laughed. "You will live eternally," she told him. That was it, the answer he had been looking for. But was this what he wanted? He never should have drank what was in that bottle, and he soon regretted it.
Moral of the story: don't drink expired, unknown liquids.
That's true. You never know how long that's been there.
That's
Stupid
the fact that he
Jake.
just found, like, random witch. Time's gone by. You stood there to study. His study. To begin with, it belonged to your spouse for a total of 2 years now. A tall man with short, well-groomed, dirty blonde hair. His blue eyes stared at you through the photos plastered all over every inch of the room. Photos ranging from what looked like the 1850s all the way to now. Each one with a different woman. Some with deep burgundy hair all the way up to beach blondes. Each one was consistent with one detail, though. He was in it. Some of them looked like he was smiling and others looked like he was in deep emotional pain. Almost like he had lost someone close to him. The first photo was with a beautiful woman with long brown hair and a long flowing gown. The next one was an older woman who looked frail and weak. Both were labeled with the name Charlie. They were the same girl. Each photo told a different story. Each person held a different place in his heart. You weren't the first woman to get close to him, and you most certainly would not be the last. But you could make him happy for the short period of his evidently eternal life while you were around. You loved him with all your heart. Heck, you still loved him. No matter what, you wanted to stay with him and protect him. Jake Brown had been alive for many centuries and will likely be alive for many more. He had lived many lives and loved many people, but that did not make him any less yours. Many years later, you had died in an accident. You watched as he cried, mourned, and eventually pulled himself back together. You watched him meet a new woman, but one thing never changed. He was always filled with ambition, passion, and most of all, love. Most importantly, he was happy. You watched him go to your grave every year. He went to everyone's, and each time he would cry. Everyone he got close to had meaning. He lost everyone that he ever loved, but I guess that's what it means to be immortal, because in the end, there's only loneliness.
That's sad! Last time, I think we said something about leave the who you think story is the best down below.
Down below.
Down below. And we will be checking those and keeping score.
Okay. Did we ever get the score from the last one?
I can look that up. Yeah, there's none. Okay. Well, then, if you haven't yet, go to the last year's story challenge as well and tell us which one you like best. Leave down below whose story from this year you think is better.
Peace, homies.
I thought you were raising your hand as I said whose story is better. I was like, oh, really? Guess who's not going to be in any more videos?
Oh, sure. We're probably going to make like 5 more tonight.
Probably, in all reality.
Yep.
Alright, adios, people.
Hasta la pasta.